What do I do to set myself apart? It's more like, what don't I do? There's a question we get asked a lot by sellers, usually in a listing appointment. What sets your listing process apart? How are you different? There's so many ways that realtors will tend to answer this question. Oh, I have the best photographer, and of course we do. And oh, my staging, and of course it is our staging. We do it ourselves. But it's more important than that. When I sit and think about it, and I think about some of my favorite listing stories, I like to call them, there's some things that I think set my process apart and why I get a lot of business and repeat referrals from people is because I roll up my sleeves and go the extra mile. And I love this story. There's an older couple, a British couple, some of my favorite clients. They were referred by people across the street, and I had helped their daughter. So just a word of mouth referral, and they had lived in their home for 25 years. So let's just say they have a lot of stuff. So the first thing we always do is come up with a plan for the home. What needs to be done? What are the to-do, items to repair? What needs to be freshened in the home? And we got them the contractors in and managed the contractors for them. They just needed help with all of that. So we were really needing an estate sale. We were really needing to downsize the stuff in this house. And so I did a little color coding system to save them money before the estate sale team was going to come in, because they did have things they wanted to sell. And we went through and I color coded. Pink was going to the kids. Purple was going to the new house. Blue, things we could sell. And green was going to be hauled to the dump or wherever. Donations too, not just the dump. So we kind of came up with that system, my team and I was very proud of myself when the estate team came through, because they didn't disagree with any of the things that we said. They can sell this and you're going to need to haul that. So that saved them money from having to have the estate team do that. And we just let them run the estate sale, and they did a wonderful job. After that, we had the whole house thoroughly cleaned for them, and they had moved out. We managed all of that, and then we staged it top to bottom. And when I say we staged it, I don't hire stagers. I talk about this on all my videos. We stage it ourselves, and we're really looking to create that warmth and that feeling like, is this staged? Does somebody live here? We don't want it to look fake and phony. We don't fill it back up with a ton of stuff either. So it's minimal, because we're selling your space, not your stuff. But it was one of my favorite stories. It's like we throw our hair in a ponytail, put on the tennis shoes, roll up our sleeves, and we do what needs to be done. Am I packing boxes? Am I organizing little Susie's room because she doesn't want to do the stuffed animals? It's too emotional. Are we, wrangling the cats? I know I talk a lot about driving a 50-foot boat, but I can also drive a 26-foot U-Haul. I told my team we need to get some footage of me doing that, but I do that. We'll hire movers and take your stuff into storage. So the list kind of goes on, but what do I do to set myself apart? It's more like, what don't I do? Well, I won't do anything unethical. Oh, another thing I did was meet with their sons when they came in town. All of their grown sons live out of state. And when I heard they were visiting, I said, hey, can I pop by? Because I know when adult kids have elderly parents and, there's going to be a big transaction like this, they want to keep an eye on it. And, that our parents are trusting their asset to. And we just want to kind of figure her out. So I stopped in and spent some time getting to know them. I figured they might have questions to ask me. So it was a nice little visit, and I was really glad I did that. But whatever you need, we are here.